Alright guys, welcome back to the shop. This is just going to be a quick little review of this turncrafter Commander 10 by 18 inch variable speed mini lathe that I got from Penn State. I did purchase this with my own money. I got it back 2 years ago when they were having one of their holiday sales. So I believe I paid like $3 or $3.50 for this, including shipping. And this thing is a tank. I think it weighs roughly around 90 pounds. And that's good for mini lathes because most of them don't weigh anything near that and they'll dance across the table. But this has this nice solid cast iron base on it, cast iron headstock, banjo, and tailstock. Everything on here is heavy duty cast iron. There's no stamped sheet metal or plastic or anything. I say that this cover here is plastic, but that just covers the belts. That does not matter. That does not hinder the lathe in any other way. It has a 3/4 horse variable speed motor on it, and I have this set in the high range right now. There are two ranges, a low range and a high range, and I've always had this in the high range, and it goes everywhere from about 1,000 RPM up to 4,000 RPM. That covers everything you need to do in turning. The only time you ever might need to go slower than 1,000 is if you're turning big bowls, and I say big bowls, but a big bowl on this was not very big. So, moving on down the list, the headstock has a number 2 Morse taper, and so does the tailstock. It also is threaded, the headstock is threaded 1 inch by 8 TPI for all of your most common face plates and chucks and accessories for the lathe, your like bottle stopper, mandrels, and stuff like that. That stuff all works. Anything with a number 2 Morse taper will fit in either side of this, and you can go to town and start making stuff. So the lathe comes with this drive spur, this live center. I believe it came with a faceplate. I'm not sure on that. I'm pretty sure it did though. But I don't do faceplate turning. So anyways, like I said, drive spur and the live center. The live center did not come with this, but this is like a $4 aftermarket add-on. It's just a little magnetic cup that goes over the live center that helps distribute the force when you start cranking down on something so you don't split your blanks. I highly recommend getting one of those to go on your live center. It makes a world of difference. But it also comes with a 6-inch wide tool rest and a 12-inch wide tool rest. I have that down here in a drawer. But really nice, has all the stuff you need to get going, and it's not loud. This lathe, I guess it's just the DC motor. I say DC motor, it does have an inverter on it, and it plugs into a standard 110 wall outlet. But this is 2,400 RPM, and I can easily talk over this and have a conversation while I'm doing something. So I highly recommend this lathe. I think it's one of the best mini lathes out here on the market. I mean, for all the features that this has compared to some others and the size of motor it has, it's great. It hasn't let me down in 2 years, and I don't think it ever will. And if it does, it'll be because I used the living snot out of it. I mean, each year I probably make 400 or 500 different things on this lathe, and that's in the span between August and December. So, I mean, take that as you will. It's not like I'm turning big bowls. I'm turning mostly your small spindle stuff, your pens, your ice cream scoops and measuring cups and stuff like that. I mean, y'all seen the channel. Y'all know what I make. So, I can't say enough nice things about this. One thing I forgot to mention, the headstock, y'all probably can't see it on the camera, but it does have indexing numbers. And you might be wondering what this knob up here does. You actually pull up and flip it around, and it locks the headstock in place. So you can do your indexing for like putting a hole in a certain place or marking out your different lines for layout and stuff like that. I never use that feature. Maybe one day I will. But the other thing too, it has a nice little tool holder over here on the back side of the lathe. I don't use it personally. I find it faster and easier for me to just stash my tools under the lathe bed, and then when I'm done and I clean up, they go back in there. So It's real nice. If y'all are in the market for a lathe, I highly recommend this one. And if y'all have any questions about the lathe, please leave me a comment. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all guys on the next video.